to a new segment for us. When we retired in 2019, we dropped all of our sponsorships, and we have no intentions of honestly being sponsored by companies anymore. But we do get asked from time to time to try out supplements, pre-workouts, things like that. And we agree to take them and offer our honest opinion about them, but we will not take any sponsorship from them or any sponsorship money. So you can rest assured that whatever we tell you, we are not getting paid for it. What we are getting is just a product to try and to give you an honest assessment of it. So today, we are going to give you an honest assessment of HTLT's pre-workout. Now, this is Greg Doucette's company. They contacted us, I guess, a couple of weeks ago and asked us, given the fact that we have done this a very, very long time and that we both have IFBB Pro cards. And so we have had a lot of sponsorships with supplement companies and things of that nature in the past. They said, hey, why don't you try out Greg's pre-workout? And the very first thing we noticed is that, man, this thing right here is just loaded, okay? These two are two different flavors, but this is the stimulant version. Both of these are. And there's a non-stim version. We just kind of want to give our first impression of it. When we first got them in, the very first thing actually that you look at is the flavor, because like most pre-workouts, if it tastes sucky, then it's really not worth it, right? So tell me something. So we have the Pink Candy Blast and we got the Dragonberry.
My favorite.
So Sandra likes the Dragonberry.
Yes.
What is it that you like about it? Do you have kind of, what does it taste like?
So I like the tropical fruity stuff, so this is kind of what I like. This one is good as well. I'm not sure about why the sizing is different because it's the same product, but maybe...
So we're going to talk about first the mixability of the product. To me, if a product doesn't mix and I've got all of this product in the bottom of a glass or in the bottom of a shaker cup, then for me it's no good, right? So I don't want to sit there and drink sand in the bottom of my shaker cup. But depending on how big you are, how much you weigh, that type of thing, you can use up to 3 scoops of this. Now, guys, do me a favor. Don't dry scoop this thing, okay? These things... you can get yourself in a lot of trouble with pre-workouts, especially you older guys, dry scooping 3 scoops of this, okay?
I think it's just like a cool thing people are trying to do. Oh, yeah, look at me, I'm hardcore. It's not. Because at the end of the day, I mean, like, something happens to you, oh, it's because I was dry scooping it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, and by the way, her brother-in-law had a stroke right after he dry scooped a pre-workout. Yeah. So... there is a lot of trouble with dry scooping, okay? So let's stay away from the dry scooping it under your tongue. Bad idea, not a good thing to do, okay? There's a reason why they want you to mix it. So let's talk about mixability. Now, I use 3 scoops, and honestly, you've had to use 1.5 scoops. Is that right?
Well, I think after a while, your body gets used to the amount, and I like the little tingle and then just the focus that I get from this, so I've upped mine to 1.5 scoops. Yeah. I'll do 2 scoops soon.
Yeah. So I went, look, I'm not 300 plus pounds anymore, all right, but I went to 3 scoops right away because that's just the way I am. Yeah. And my scoops are not level scoops. My scoops are like this, okay? You want to see it? That's my scoop, okay? So I put it in. So I will go 3 scoops in there, all right? And as always, I hope the rest of you guys are this way because I never get into protein or pre-workout without getting it everywhere. So I really suck at it. So anyway, here you go. So here's my 2nd scoop. Put it in. 3rd scoop. Told you. Put it in. Now, this stuff is micronized really well, I have to say. because you can taste it in the air, which
catch it.
Yeah, you can you can literally taste it in the air. So here we go. Now you can see immediately it starts to fall in, which tells me this stuff is micronized. Now, if you will look at this really carefully, you can see I'm only mixing this with a spoon, but you can see it has a froth at the top and it's actually frothing up, which that to me is really different. I've never seen that in a pre-workout before. And let me just say this. When you've had 40 years plus in the gym and you can remember really the first proteins that came out that tasted like brick dust, all of this stuff is awesome, right? Especially this one, this pink candy thing. Dude, I'm telling you, you will love it. Let's talk about mixability on a 1 to 10.
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she says a 9.5. I'm going to honestly, I'm going to give it a 10 on mixability. All right, so let's talk about taste. When it comes to taste, this right here has a little bit of a tart taste to it. And of course, like I said, given it says pink candy blast, I don't really notice a taste out there that is similar to, because like if this said watermelon or something of that nature, then I would compare it to what I thought watermelon tastes like, right? But it just says pink candy, so I don't have something I can really compare it to, which was actually kind of good because I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
For me, honestly, Sandra really likes the Dragonberry. I like the pink candy blast. It honestly tastes like, to me, a Starburst. So what did you think? Do you have anything you wanted to say about the taste of it? Something?
It doesn't have like an after fake sugar taste that some have. So it's kind of a treat to drink it, honestly, before the gym. You don't feel like it's just something that you have to drink, get it down, because it's not really pleasant. And this actually tastes good. So it's a little pre-sugary workout drink.
Yeah. That's a great point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is no weird aftertaste to it. That is a great point. I didn't think of that. Taste, for me, the pink candy runs, I think, I'm going to give it an 8.5. The only reason I'm not is because I want to give room for some of the other flavors that I haven't tried yet. So I don't know what other two are out there, or what other ones are out there as far as taste goes in this product line. But these two right here are enough for me to give it an 8.5 to a 9. I'm gonna go with an 8.5, only because I want to see, are there other ones that I might like better?
I agree on that, and only because it's a little oversweet for me, but not to where I'm like gonna stop taking it. So
yeah. So I think I do agree. The Dragonberry to me is a little oversweet for me. It's not bad, but it is sweeter. The pink candy is not as sweet to me. But like I said, the two together, I'm going to go an 8.5. You know, if I was only judging the pink candy blast, I would probably say it's a 9. But given the two together, I'm going to say an 8.5. So for us, that is a really, really good thing. Now, let's talk about value. Now, these are $59, I believe. So I think if you're taking 3 scoops, you're going to get 20 servings out of that. So value-wise, I'm going to say, for me, you get what you pay for.
Right.
Okay? Look, guys, you can go to Walmart and buy all that garbage they have there. You get what you pay for. And again, you can go in those stores and buy all of that junk, or you can step it up and buy something that really gives you a great workout, just to be quite honest. So
it doesn't make you crash.
Oh,
you know?
great point.
You crash. But there's those that give you up there, and then, like, I don't know, C4 was one of our favorites.
Yeah.
And the only thing I noticed with that, it made us crash.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just too much.
Yeah, it really did, as a matter of fact. Let me just say this. Greg, by the way, great job on the taste, great job on the mixability, great job on the value, the performance. And when it comes to performance, that is a marvelous point there. That is true. That's one thing that we've actually had conversation about, is these don't pick you up and then drop you off. I haven't noticed that drop off. And given all of the years and all the things that we've used and tried,
so many,
this is by far the best. It's by far the most digestible too.
Right.
I don't have any of the issues. Do you remember Rich Gasperi put out Super Pump?
Oh yeah.
And we called it Super Dump because you took that product, within 10 minutes you were in the bathroom. And NO Explode, things like that, you were in the bathroom.
I remember that.
I do not notice any of that type of stuff with this, not to be too gross and disgusting, but
it is what it is.
It doesn't drop you off, and it doesn't tear up your stomach. So it really, really is good on your digestive tract. I have not had any issues, no digestive distress at all. So I think that's really important when you're looking for a supplement, especially for those of you who have sensitive digestive systems. Things really mess you up. So I think this is a great product for that. Let's talk real quickly about in the gym. Let's talk about performance. Tell me about what you notice in the gym.
Okay, so I've been really sluggish before this pre-workout, and the beta-alanine, I think, is what's helping me. Alanine. It's making me push a little harder. I get more blood flow, so that's a good thing. I'm pushing more weight with more reps, which is super important.
And it's really, I believe, it's only got 300 grams of caffeine in it. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so
for me that was important because I don't do good with too much stimulants. So that was one thing I was like, ooh, let's check this out. And it hasn't been bad actually. So
so you do get the stimulation with this product. You do get the itchy a little bit with the product, which I love because
I have a little bit of that.
If I don't feel it, man, I don't feel like I'm getting anything, and I'm that guy that needs that stimulation, you know, God, that's just true. And for me, my face, when my face starts itching and my eyes burn just a little bit.
Mine is the palms of my hands start tingling.
So when I get a little bit of that, I love it. But it's not so much that it drives me insane. But I notice it's there, and I'm going to tell you something. When I get into the gym, and it takes about 15-20 minutes for it to get into the system, which I do like because we like to go to different gyms, and some of them are further than others. So I know to take that thing about 15-20 minutes, and I'm good to go by the time we get there. The other thing is I notice for all of you that really like to get in there and get really working, I notice a great stimulation from the caffeine. But then I also notice that I get a really good sweat going.
That's true.
Now, for those of you who don't like to sweat, I'm not 100% sure this is for you. But this, I mean, it's not crazy where you're just blowing sweat. I'm not talking about that. It's you get that glisten going, your body, you can tell your body is really cranking, man. And you get that engine feeling. And by the time you get into that workout, I'm going to tell you something. It doesn't take long to get that blood pumping and get that pump going quickly. If you're one of those guys that wears a pump cover, guys, you're going to have that thing off quick, and you're going to notice the vascularity going really, really fast. So you're going to like that. So performance, I'm going to say for me, out of 10, I'm going to give this. I'm going to give it a 9 for me. We were really into the C4 for a little while, and we tried them all. We liked the C4 for a little while, but this actually tops C4 to me in performance by a pretty good margin. So, but again, this to me is a Cadillac version of pre-workout. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
You know, I mean, it's a little more expensive. You get what you pay for. And this to me is worth the money. If I know I'm only going to get 20 scoops out, or 20 servings out of it, and I know I'm going to pay a little more, I'm going to put a little more into my workout too.
Yep, that's true.
You know, I don't want to get into the gym and waste that workout, man. I'm like, man, I just paid, you know, that workout just cost me $3.50, you know? So, but anyway, so let's rate this overall let's rate it overall. We've got all of these categories. How would you say in the 2 weeks? Now we didn't do this video after 3 days or 4 days. It's been a couple of weeks now because we really wanted to give it a fair shot. And honestly, a fair shot for it to fail too. Okay? Now, usually for me, after about a week to 10 days, I start getting used to a workout, a pre-workout, and then it kind of falls off for me. I've had no fall off on this. Not yet. So I'm just telling you, I've had no fall off. How would you rate its performance? Overall, or the entire thing overall?
A 9. I would say a 9.
A 9.
That's only because I have to increase it to like a scoop and a half now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm seeing like I'm working a little harder in the gym, and I don't, I'm pushing a little bit more weight, and I feel like that's helping me a lot. So
yeah. Well, and the one thing I've noticed too is your focus is also a little better in the gym as well.
That's true.
And mine as well. So, being retired and not doing this for a living, it makes it a little different than when you have shows to get ready for, or you have to go to fitness expos and you have to be in shape, or you have photo shoots and things like that. So when you're doing this on a pro level, you want pro level results. And to me, this is for anybody, pro level results, but just understand you're going to pay for it. But it's not outside the realm of what you should pay for this type of product. So we're going to leave it at that. We could go through the ingredients and tell you what every one of these ingredients do, but just understand the things that you want to know. Do I get a good pump? Absolutely. I would give it a 9 on a pump. I really would. No lie. As far as focus, I give it an 8 to an 8.5 on focus. Mixability blows everything else out the door. There's nothing else I've seen that mixes like this product.
You can still see
and it's still mixed up. So it's not a problem for that. So in every area, it is way above. The only drawback is it is a little pricey. Now, quality is what you want. And quality is what you pay for. If you want to go and get the cheap stuff, go get the cheap stuff.
Go to Planet Fitness. No, I'm kidding.
If you want to go to Walmart and get the cheap stuff, then go to Planet Fitness, right? You can do that. But this is to me, this is pro quality. Greg, you've outdone yourself. And as far as I'm concerned, great product. Again, we are not getting paid for this. This is our honest assessment, and we're going to keep using it. So we'll actually pay for our stuff the next time when we're getting low, because I really like the product. They asked us to look at it. We said we would, and we're giving our honest assessment. So there you go. Hope you guys will try it out. Let us know in the comments below what you think. If you'd like us to do more assessments on other products, hit us down below. Tell us what you want us to try. We'll give you our honest assessment of what we think about it based on all of the years that we've been doing this and all of the products that and I think we've used about everything.
A lot.
So I don't think there's anything that we haven't done. So, hey, have a great day. Comment below, like, subscribe, and tell somebody about the channel. We'd love to have all of you and all your friends, okay? Have a great day. We'll talk to you later.
Peace.